Hello, welcome to Catch Treasure Hunting. Dalton and I are at Key Training Thrift in Homosassa, and this is where they have the dollar clothes. So we typically do get some clothes here because they're only $1, but we find some other good stuff too. So let's go look for some treasures. All right, so in this little entry room, a lot of times there is some good pet supplies or pottery in here. We actually, last time we were here, found a pet water fountain that already sold for $70. But today I don't see anything, so we are going to go inside. Now, we went about a week before Christmas is when we went shopping here. You are seeing this after Christmas. So I already have a lot of Christmas to list, so I decided not to pick any more up, even though this gingerbread doll was very, very cute. I did like her, but we decided we would leave her there. And I was looking at that love seat because it was electric and I need a new one, but it was already sold, unfortunately. So now we're in their little craft room, and I'm looking at some of the thread because some of this can be really valuable if you find wool or silk, but these brands didn't look like any that I remember being as high dollar. And those were just, Dalton says hello, those were just some craft markers, and this was more of that same thread that was over on the other little stand, so we didn't get any of that. And I do always look at the baskets, but I didn't really see anything except this duck one, but it wasn't marked and it was $3, so I left that there. And now we are back in the hats. I really like this California one, but they had the blue tape on it. So I think they had that as a boutique item, and that means it would be $6, and I did not want to pay $6. Most of their hats are only $1, so normally I do get quite a bit, but with that one being marked like that, I decided to leave it there. And I saw this Disney Mickey Mouse mask, but I don't think masks are selling quite as good as they were 2 years ago, so we decided to leave that there as well. And if you see any women's shoes that I should have stopped and looked at, let me know. I don't really know women's shoes very well, and I saw these Latinas. Those were leather. Those were the only ones that kind of caught my eye, but I did decide to leave those there. And now we are going to look at the purses. This is a really nice vintage leather purse. It does have some wear on it, but I think it still would probably sell. However, I couldn't find a price tag on it, and a lot of times their purses here are a little overpriced. So I decided, since I didn't know how much, that I would just leave that one there. And over here on the wall, I was trying to see if there were any brands I recognized, and I did see this Stone Mountain sea turtle purse, and I've actually sold that same one, but that one had some discoloration and dirt, so I decided to leave that one there as well. And now we've went over to the ladies' nightgowns, and I almost always find nightgowns here, and the nightgowns are also $1. So I will show you at the end closer up of these and the tags and the brands that I did get, but I found quite a few. So you see me looking at the tags here. This one was Lorraine. It was made in the USA, kind of a sheer nylon, and it had the lace on the neck, so we did pick that one up. And most of the time I don't pick up newer nightgowns. I just pick them up if they're vintage, which this one here was. You can see it's Olga, but on the side there, the lace was kind of coming apart. So I decided that I would leave that one there. And here, this is very, very retro. This one is Nikki Lou, and it is terry cloth, and it is very, very cute. This one I think actually will probably bring about $40 to $50, and again, only $1 a piece here, which is an absolutely great price. Unless it's boutique. If it's boutique here, it does cost $6. And now we're at the shirts. I picked up that Haband vintage shirt. I almost always end up with a ton of shirts here. This is another Haband. That one was a button up. And with the shirts $1, I typically don't look through the women's, but I do look through the men's. This is a Brooks running shoes Bloomsday 12K run shirt. I think that should go for $20 to $30. And here is an Alabama Crimson Tide SEC Champions, but the tag was out, so I did leave that one. But this one here had the size, so we did pick that one up. Again, at only $1, even if these shirts sell for $12 to $15, that is more than 10 times what we are paying for them, and that is an excellent return on our investment. So if you go to a thrift store like this one, or garage sales that have dollar clothing, I would look. I think it's worth the time to look through dollar clothes. And here we found a Columbia Sport, a little kind of Hawaiian tropical print, as well as this Caribbean Joe. It has a really nice leaf print on it as well. And you can see they have a ton of clothes here, quite a few, and they do not separate them by size. Here they are separated by their colors. This one caught my eye because it said flex, and it also says made in Italy, and it has really nice flip cuffs, and I have had good luck with flip cuff long sleeve shirts. Even if it's not a lot of money, again, at $1, it, I feel like, is worth to pick it up. And they do have probably 2 to 3 times as much in the women's clothes, but I unfortunately don't know the brands of women's shirts to look for, so I find it easier to look through the men's. And I loved that Crayola polo, but it, again, did not have a size on it. So when they don't have a size, unless there's something really spectacular, I tend to leave them behind because those are a little bit harder to sell. And now we're going to see if we see anything in the greens. This here is an Antigua golf shirt. Nice stripe print and in good condition. I have done very, very well with golf polos, especially since we are coming up on spring when people will be golfing a little more. This one here is a Ben Hogan, which is another brand I have done well with. And I do check to make sure there are no pulls or stains on these. And we picked that one up as well. And most of these actually will be going in a thrift box that will be available to you for purchase at just a little bit more than what I paid for these. So watch until the end of the video, and I will do a haul showing everything that we got and also how much. And we found a Nike t-shirt, a Just Do It t-shirt for only $1. So definitely going to grab that one. And I am skipping quite a few here, you can see as I get towards the end. But this is an Izod golf shirt, another brand I have done pretty well with. Again, a lot of times only $12 to $15, some of them $20, but when you only pay $1, that is not a bad turnaround on your investment. Now here in the black shirts, I found this Campia Moda. That's another Hawaiian type shirt. And this one here is a Real Legends. You can see the scales there. That's actually a redfish shirt. So whoever gets that, definitely redfish needs to be in your title. And here we have got this cute little sake set, which is absolutely gorgeous, but always check and make sure. And you can see, unfortunately, that one, the little picture had a chip on it. So I did decide to leave that one behind. And I was kind of on the fence about this. So it's almost like a leopard or a cheetah print glass. It is a paperweight. They had it marked at $5.75. I was trying to see if it was signed, but I don't think it was. I was still keeping it in my hand. I was kind of debating, but I did end up putting that one back. And here, this is a beautiful salt glaze crock. It wasn't by a pottery company though. It was actually a home studio one, and it didn't have a lid or anything. And since it wasn't a known maker, I did decide to leave that one. And here we have got all of these gorgeous paperweights. Most of them are clear, or you can see the amber glass. And that one is controlled bubbles in there, which is called Bulicante. There are quite a few, but they had them all marked at $5.75, so almost $6. So I did not get any of those. And this 2001 Mickey paperweight or photo holder, I decided to leave behind as well. Now here, this looks kind of like Mexican pottery, but I think it's just a remake. It wasn't signed, and they wanted almost $7 for that, so I did decide to leave that. Super cute little teapot, but it was not branded, so I decided to leave that one as well. Now here, this is Elmo as the chicken. It does the chicken dance, but I looked that one up and it doesn't do very well. And I actually probably should have got, this is a Chantilly Lane. If you do not know these do typically sell pretty well between $25 and $40. But I ended up looking up this monkey, which was not worth getting, and forgot to grab the Chantilly Lane. Now, these are gorgeous Woolrich pillows. Their pillows, I think, are $2 here, and I actually found a sold of these pillows on eBay for $50 for two. So those are going to be an absolutely great profit, and Dalton wants us to see how tall he is. Now, I always look up top. I found this throw blanket, which this one I did not end up getting, but that's also where a lot of the throw pillows are. So whenever you're shopping, don't forget to look up high as well as down low in the thrift stores, because a lot of stuff gets missed in those areas. Now, here on the top, I saw this really cool horse's massage pillow. And it was, again, it was before Christmas, and we did end up picking this up for Brad's mom as a gift. And Brad's mom loved the pillow for Christmas. So watch for gifts, and you can find new stuff in the thrift as well as used stuff. Now, these are super cute Virgin Islands little salt and pepper shakers. So we did decide to grab those, and I was looking at this Scotch bottle, but it was $7, so I decided I would leave that. Now, what is this? If you know me, you know I absolutely love Cocapelli, and these are actually from the Grand Canyon National Park, so I did pick these up. Now, here we are back in the Christmas room, and I saw these really cute vintage candles. If you don't know, these can sell for $20 to $30 each. The first one was broke, but I did decide to get this really cute second one with the polar bear on top. And now Dalton has found this Christmas tree that he thinks he cannot live without, so he is trying to unplug it. Now, first he accidentally unplugged Woodstock. If you see Woodstock here, Woodstock was really cute. I probably should have looked him up, but I didn't see a brand on him. He was probably a Peanuts, but Dalton finally got his little elf Christmas tree unplugged, and he insisted on carrying it throughout the whole store the rest of the day. I did share a picture of that on Instagram the day we went shopping. Now, again, we were so close before Christmas, and I do still have some Christmas stuff left to list. So I wasn't really feeling picking up Christmas, but I wasn't going to ignore to see if there were some high dollar Christmas items. However, I didn't see much in there this day. Now, this store does have this Christmas room open throughout the year, so it is there all the time. And I do pick stuff up throughout the year from this room. Dalton is kissing his elf tree. He is in love with it. And now we are at the beach towels. This one is a NASCAR one, but it was pretty faded, so I decided not to get it. However, this here is a Pirates of the Caribbean Disney towel, and I think this should go for about $25 to $30, and it costs $2. Now, we were on our way walking out, and this was in one of the little living room setups they had. This is a Yorkie Winter Wonderland by Danbury Mint, $10.75, and this is actually worth over $200. So our last find of the day is by far the best, and now we're going to show you everything else we got. All right, so this is quite a big haul that we got from Key Training Thrift, and I'm going to go through and show you it. And all of the clothing, which is quite a bit, will be in the thrift lot as well as that towel. So I got this Flex. It says men's luxury collection. I got it because it says designed in Italy, and it does have the flip cuff. So if you use flip cuff as a keyword, this will sell very well. I got this Caribbean Joe size medium. It's a really, really nice yellow print Columbia shirt. Also, this Habon. This brand looked like it was okay. And then I got this Aqua Plague Real Legends. This is a redfish, so whoever gets that box, redfish is your keyword there, and it has the redfish scales on the collar. 2015 Football National Championships. This is a Disney Pirates of the Caribbean towel. Campamodia, really nice Hawaiian shirt, and Izod. We also got this Nike Just Do It shirt. All of these were only $1, and these will all be in the thrift box. A Ben Hogan. Now, these are not going to be in the thrift box, but you can find them on my eBay store. I got this Santa candle as well as this Cocapelli, which is pretty cool. And then I got this band. This design I think will do very well. This is Brooks running shoes. It's a shirt, but I think it should do good. I know the shoes sell well. It is from one of their marathons, I believe. A Desert Dry Antigua golf shirt. PGA Tour golf shirt. And then these are all vintage nightgowns. So Lorraine made in the USA, Vanity Fair, as well as Nikki Lou. So a jumper that was really similar to this nightgown sold for over $120 I saw on WorthPoint. So I would probably price this at about $100. Now I am going to list these two Woolrich pillows that are very, very nice. One that was a solid one sold for $40. So I think I'm going to list the pair for $75. And the best find of the day by far was this Danbury Mint Yorkie Christmas. In excellent condition. What sucks is it had the train, and a child in the thrift store must have moved the train, and we had to get home. We didn't have time to search the thrift store, and we didn't get the train. So I might, if I have time to go back this week, I might go look for the train, but it's still, I think I'll get, I ended up paying $8. They gave me a discount because the train was missing, and I should be able to get at least $200 for this, if not a little bit more. So that is everything for this week. Again, all of these shirts and vintage nightgowns, and the towel will be in the thrift box. Let's go see who won our volcano wall hanging from last week.